Welcome to the weekly Turtle Wow News with Vrograg Radio Edition. I'm your news anchor orc, Vrograg Fishslayer, here to bring you all the top server news for the week of September 30th, 2025. Let's get to it. I'm the orc, and here's the news. Top news this week: Ambershire officially entered Phase 2 last Friday, opening access to Molten Core, Onyxia's Lair, and the world boss Concavius. The competition for Realmverse achievements was fierce, with multiple guilds racing to claim exclusive titles. According to reports, the guild Vanguard was the first to down Onyxia, while 3 separate guilds managed to clear Molten Core within its first hour of availability. The confusingly named Who Did It Guild, Cursed, and Fight Club all managed to get there before the hour struck. The guild Who Did It claimed the ultimate prize as the first to complete Molten Core, earning their members the exclusive Realmverse title. Congratulations to all who competed in this historic milestone for the new realm. The next phase arrives on November 21st, opening additional world bosses and the Lower Karazhan 10-man raid. Phase 4 follows on January 2nd with the opening of Blackwing Lair, the next 40-man raid tier. In development news, a stunning new gameplay trailer for Unreal Azeroth and Turtle 2.0 premiered on September 26th, featuring over 10 minutes of actual in-game footage from an internal alpha client. The video demonstrates the development team's continued dedication to bringing Turtle WoW forward with modern technology. The footage showcases impressive dynamic lighting in locations like Mulgore and Razorfen Crawl, along with spell particle effects rendered in stunning new detail. Perhaps most remarkably, much of the vanilla game UI appears nearly as authentic as the original 1.12 client, suggesting careful attention to preserving the classic experience while enhancing visual fidelity. If you'd like to see this trailer for yourself, check out the official Turtle WoW YouTube page where it's prominently featured. Finally, October 6th marks Turtle WoW's 7th birthday. To celebrate this remarkable milestone, the donation shop is offering free anniversary gifts under the gameplay section, including a special limited time shirt and pet available for 0 turtle coins. There's also a limited time sale on turtle coins themselves, so take advantage of the celebration to get the best value. Everlook Radio is planning a special celebration show on the 6th, featuring live DJs spinning the best tracks Azeroth has to offer. The celebration will span all EU servers, with special decorative scene dressing located in the Cannoneer section of Booty Bay. The party starts at noon server time and continues until the radio managers finally kick the DJs off the air, so make sure to swing by Booty Bay, where the festivities will be centered. That is all we have for top news this week. Until next time, I've been Vrograg Fishslayer. Thank you for listening to Everlook Radio, and remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Welcome to Market Watch Radio Edition for the week of September 30th, 2025. I'm your market analyst, Vrograg Fishslayer. All our data is gathered from numbers provided by WowAuctions.net, the industry leader in auction house reports. I throw it all together to make indexes of various market sectors, as well as the S&P 200, an index of the 200 biggest and most influential commodities in the economy. So let's get to the markets. Telebim markets showed divergent performance this week. The Horde S&P 200 remained remarkably stable, climbing less than 1% from 4 gold 71 to 4 gold 73. Monthly performance reflects a modest 3% decline from August 30th's 4 gold 91, showing a downward trend with minimal volatility. The Alliance side of Telebim experienced more significant pressure, declining 9% from 4 gold 40 to 3 gold 98, dropping below Horde valuations for the first time in recent memory. Monthly performance shows a substantial 15% decline from August 30th's 4 gold 72, with major deceleration since September 20th. Nordinar posted modest weekly losses of 3%, declining from 8 gold 12 to 7 gold 87 in a slow, steady slide. However, monthly performance remains positive at 3% growth from August 30th's 7 gold 61, demonstrating resilience despite short-term weaknesses. This week marks a significant milestone as we present the first full monthly report for Ambershire's economy. The realm posted 1% weekly growth from 7 gold 79 to 8 gold 87, a very gradual appreciation. Monthly performance shows a solid 10% growth from August 30th's 8 gold 38, though the period include considerable volatility with dramatic drops from 6 gold 76 on August 10th and spikes exceeding 12 gold on September 3rd. Turning to Telebim's recent downward trend, both faction S&P 200 indexes have been slowly declining this month. However, examining the full year paints a different picture, with both indexes regularly oscillating between 4 and 6 gold through hot and cold periods. Telebim markets are substantially smaller than Nordinar or Ambershire's due to split auction houses and lower population. Being smaller and divided makes these markets much more susceptible to unprecedented swings. Economy changes designed for more crowded servers tend to create abundant supply on smaller realms, keeping prices artificially lower and preventing sustained upward pressure. However, several indexes indicate healthy activity on Telebim, with Zanzas, fishing, and herbalism all retaining long-term value. Ultimately, this means Telebim players require much less gold farming, allowing them to spend more time doing what they enjoy most, PvP. With our first look at Ambershire's full monthly data, some strong trends suggest smart early investment opportunities. The Enchanting Index climbed 14% this month, and with Molten Core and Onyxia's Lair now open, many raiders will need enchanting materials. If you've been holding on to materials or can farm some up, now represents an excellent time to make some respectable profits. Similarly, the availability of gem enchants for rings and necklaces means excellent returns on gems. The gem index jumped 61% in anticipation for Phase 2 and continues gaining momentum, so miners may want to offload stocks soon while prices remain elevated. Finally, increased raiding activity will sharply boost demand for fish like stone-scale eel, nightfin snapper, firefin snapper, and oily blackmouth. Ambershire's fishing index climbed a whopping 80% this month, so fishers should get out there while the getting is good. Ambershire remains a new economy with dynamic and evolving demands. Understanding and predicting these market movements can make a significant difference to your coin purse, so stay sharp and keep watching the trends. For now, that's all the time we have for this week's Market Watch. I hope you found some of the information here useful. Make sure to use wowauctions.net for all of your own market research. Remember to keep an eye on your coin, otherwise someone else will for you. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Welcome to Turtle Wow News' Community Bulletin Radio Edition. I'm your host, Vrograg Fishslayer, here to bring you all the community news and updates on events going on in your community, for the player and by the player, for the week of September 30th, 2025. In radio programming news, the major event this week will be the Booty Bay celebration on October 6th, marking Turtle Wow's 7th birthday. All staff DJs are likely to participate in a marathon set, and word on the street suggests that Booty Bay on all EU servers will feature some special decorative set dressing in the Cannon Fortress area, courtesy of the fabulous RPGMs. This is truly a time for celebration. Make sure to thank Turtle staff and all friends you've made on the Turtle WoW servers over the year. 7 years is a remarkable achievement, and this project represents something genuinely special for our community. A little birdie also told me that there may be some new DJs joining the roster soon, so keep an eye out on the radio announcement channel in the main Discord to see who might be jumping onto the Wheels of Steel. Looking ahead to upcoming events, the fight for the Arathi Basin continues, the Telebim narrative PvP storyline on October 9th. Following the failed Horde attack on Airy Peak and the subsequent Alliance retaliation that burned Terran Mill and breached Undercity's gates, the conflict shifts to resource control in Arathi Basin. Foreman Mortis needs material to rebuild Terran Mill and call upon Horde players to secure Arathi Basin's strategic points. Meanwhile, Griffin Master Talanax requests Alliance forces prevent Horde territorial gains. Participants simply join Arathi Basin Battlegrounds and upload final scores to the General Telebim Discord channel for resource tallying. This represents a special opportunity for Telebim's PvP community, so if you enjoy story-driven content, make sure to participate and support the Korkron Enforcers' efforts. On Ambershire, the Feast of Amberwood Keep takes place Sunday, October 5th at 8 p.m. server time. The Vanguard Company opens the gates of Amberwood Keep for a castle-themed celebration, featuring a feast, drinking, and ballroom dancing to mark the autumn harvest. The event welcomes everyone with in-character interviews available for those interested in joining the guild. Presumably, Alliance attendance is expected given the location and hosts. Over on Nordinar, the Second Gurubashi Empire hosts Da Blood Festival on Saturday, October 4th at 7 p.m. server time at the Gurubashi Arena. The event celebrates the coronation of Thek as the new Gurubashi Emperor, followed by arena combat where warriors prove their worth through duels, pack battles, or fights against beasts. Contenders should gather outside the arena at 7 p.m. server time, with announcements beginning at 6. The main event features a free-for-all battle to the last person standing, with the winner receiving 250 gold. Bring your best battle gear and prepare for PvP madness, though what all that spilled blood might accomplish remains to be seen. As always, make sure to check out the event channel in the TurtleWow Discord for complete listings of both RP and PvP activities happening around you. There's always something exciting brewing in our community. TurtleWow is more than a game, it's a community. So do your part in continuing that legacy by getting involved however you can. I've been Vrograg Fishslayer, wishing you all a fun week on the server. Loktar Ogar. Vrograg Fishslayer here, keeping you up to date and informed about all the latest changes and adjustments coming to you through the changelog. This week covers the upcoming September 30th changelog, addressing everything from spell neutrality disputes to accidental resource discounts. So let's examine the most notable fixes with this week's changelog roundup. The Council on Spell Neutrality convened emergency sessions this week to address concerning reports about Mind Soothe and Distract triggering unintended magical effects. Mind Soothe, the priest ability designed to reduce humanoid aggression ranges, had somehow begun activating both offensive and healing magical triggers despite being completely neutral in nature. Similarly, Distract, the road utility spell meant to temporarily halt NPC and player movement, was activating offensive abilities. Council representatives expressed frustration that these entirely innocuous utility spells were being treated as combat magic by the game's underlying magical frameworks. After lengthy deliberations about the philosophical nature of neutrality in spellcasting, both abilities have been properly reclassified as truly neutral effects that trigger no combat-related magical responses. The Beast Training Academy addressed complaints from hunter instructors this week regarding conflicts between snake pet abilities and trapping techniques. Poison Spit, the signature damage over time ability of serpent companions, was overriding the burning effects of Immolation Trap and vice versa. Investigations revealed that snakes were displaying instinctive fear responses to fire, causing them to shy away from the targets marked by flame traps. After implementing specialized training and protocols to help serpent pets overcome their natural pyrophobia, both effects now properly coexist, allowing hunters to utilize their full tactical toolkit without internal conflicts. The Chandrilar Elf Council issued an embarrassed recall notice this week regarding their prestigious Spellwoven Nobility Drape. This powerful cloak, granted those achieving exalted status with the Ancient Elven Society, provides 11 spell damage, 1% spell hit chance, and a special effect called Highborn Insight that increases intellect by 150 for 6 seconds when harmful spells are cast. However, the elves admitted that the cloak's activation trigger was far too sensitive, responding to ongoing damage over time effects rather than just direct spells cast and channels as intended. Council spokesperson Etharius the Learned stated, "We must confess that normal mortals were not ready for a cloak of such overwhelming power. The magical resonance was activated continuously rather than at appropriate intervals. The trigger mechanism has properly been calibrated to match the original design specifications." Finally, the Battleground Resource Management Committee addressed a significant accounting error regarding the Mana Attuned buff. This effect was designed to provide Battleground participants with a 20% reduction in mana costs, lengthening engagements before spellcasters exhausted their magical reserves. However, investigations revealed that a particularly clever rogue had secretly altered the official scroll to include non-mana resource types in the discount. This modification gave rogues warriors, hunters, and some druids a massive advantage, as 20% cost reduction on fixed 100-point resource pools proved far more powerful than the equivalent mana discount. The committee's fairness audit discovered the fraudulent alteration and corrected the buff to function only for mana users as originally intended. The rogue responsible has been banned from future Battleground committee meetings and assigned mandatory ethics training. That completes this week's Changelog Roundup. I've been Vrograg Fishslayer with Everlook Radio, reminding you to all stay informed because the deadliest weapon is knowledge.